everyday customs that have gradually disappeared over time. I was sitting with my grandparents the other day and I started asking them questions about life back then. Here are the customs they miss that most young people haven't experienced. Grocery stores giving out free samples as daily routine. Sample offerings in grocery stores were more common in the mid-1900s. It was less about sampling a brand and more about the store's way of being hospitable and encouraging return visits. Samples now are event-like, reserved for large campaigns and lack the casual warmth. Wedding and funeral guest books. Guest books at ceremonies were small yet powerful. The custom has been all but replaced by online RSVPs and check-ins. My grandma mentioned it felt like leaving a piece of yourself in someone else's memory. Trading recipes on handwritten cards. There were recipe boxes in every house, Grandma said, smiling at the memory. The cards were not pristine, with edges bent or stained with butter, but that was their beauty. Polishing shoes on Sunday evenings. The polish stained your hands and the smell permeated the kitchen. For my grandparents, it represents a forgotten lesson about discipline and care which shaped their early years. Drive-in bank tellers with pneumatic tubes. Yeah, there were these pneumatic tubes, says my grandpa. You'd drop your check or cash in the tube, send it, and hear the whoosh as the teller at the other end got it. He even called it oddly playful. Handwritten letters from faraway relatives. They recall slowly opening the envelope and the act of reading and noticing the little doodles or fancy script that spoke of a human touch. It was like somebody was stretching out and touching you. Listening to a full record without skipping tracks. If you bought a record in the past, you had no choice but to sit through all of its songs. The lost art of simply listening taught patience and a musical discipline that's rare now. Standing phone booths with phone books attached. In most public phone booths, you could expect to see a telephone directory, sometimes a full city book, sometimes a smaller, thinner edition, clipped to the booth with a metal chain, so no one could walk off with it. Collecting restaurant and hotel matchbooks. There was a time when it felt almost indecent to leave a hotel or restaurant without a matchbook. Once smoking bans took effect, matchbooks stopped being distributed, leading to the decline of the habit. Saving bottle caps for prizes. Soda bottle caps were like mini lotteries back then. My grandpa recalls times when he and his buddies gathered big piles of soda bottle caps and opened the liners eagerly to see what they would find. They usually found a free drink, but sometimes there were larger prizes.